Think of someone you love, someone you really, really love, a person in your life that you would do anything for. It could be a child, a partner, a best friend, or someone else. You got it? You got them in your mind? Now, imagine them coming to you visibly upset and sharing the news that they just received a devastating diagnosis. The doctor told them that they have a progressive, degenerative, and incurable disease. How would you respond? Would you comfort them? Would you let them know that you're there for them? Would you offer to help them? Would you encourage them? Would you take steps and do things to help them deal with their symptoms and make life easier for them? Yeah, me too. We're such nice people. Why is it so hard for us then to direct that same kind of care and compassion towards ourselves? Why do we find it so hard to prioritize ourselves and our health and our well being? Today, I'm going to share my thoughts on this and some tips to help us take better care of ourselves so that we can live well with our MS. Sound good? Let's start with some reasons why we may not be able to prioritize our own health and well being. Our first is when we're diagnosed. People are typically diagnosed with MS between the ages of 20 and 40. This can be a really, really busy time in life. We may be attending college or university. We may have just started our careers. We may have a young family with kids at home. There's a lot going on. Prioritizing self care is definitely not at the top of our list of things to do. We just don't have time. There's too much on our to do list to make time for self care. Next is our circumstances. We may think that our circumstances don't allow for self care. We may need to work a full time job, take care of children or aging parents, or financially, we think we can't afford to do the things that may help. Next is we may believe that we don't deserve it. For some reason or another, we feel like we haven't earned it. We struggle to see ourselves as being good enough or enjoying the right to some self care. Next is the effort it takes to do self care. Let's face it, living with MS is hard, and we use up our energy on the tasks that need to be done every day, like our jobs or taking care of our family. We just don't have any energy left to care for ourselves. We're lucky if we can get through the list of things that must be done. Next is shame, or the perception we're being selfish if we do self care. We may worry what others think. It would be an indulgence to take time to care for ourselves. We feel like it's a luxury that we just can't imagine ourselves doing. Can any of you relate to any of these? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you find value in videos like these, please do me the favor of liking the video and subscribing. It means the world to me and it helps to support the channel. Thanks. So, how can we overcome these reasons to not take care of ourselves? Well, let's start with our diagnosis day and what we felt when we heard the words, "You have MS." I don't know about you, but when I was diagnosed, one of my overwhelming worries was that I would become a burden to my family and my loved ones. I really didn't want them to be forced into the role of caregivers. We can use this as motivation to care for ourselves. When I don't feel like exercising, I keep reminding myself that I need to keep moving so that I can continue to keep moving. I don't want my husband or my kids to feel like they need to change their role in my life to be my caregiver. I need to keep reminding myself that I'm doing self care so that I can remain as healthy as possible for as long as possible. Next, taking time for self care when we're busy can be a challenge. Who has time with all the other things? Some simple ways that we can introduce self care into our busy days are to break them down into small chunks so they don't feel so overwhelming. We can start and end each day with 10 mindful breaths, taking a minute or two before we get out of bed each day, and a minute or two when we get back into bed each day to take 10 slow inhales and exhales can lower our stress levels and the level of stress hormones in our bodies. Or if we're in an acutely stressful moment, like taking an exam at college or trying to get the kids off to school or finishing a work project on a deadline, we can reset our nervous systems by taking 2 double inhale breaths. It looks like this: inhale through the nose, take an extra sip of breath, and then do a long exhale through the mouth. This switches our nervous system from sympathetic, alert, and stressed to parasympathetic, relaxed, and calm. Another simple and quick way to do self care is to drink more water. Most of us are chronically dehydrated, and it can really affect our symptoms, especially fatigue, cog fog, bladder, and bowel problems. The first thing that I do every morning is to drink a 12-ounce glass of water. My drink of choice throughout the day is seltzer. I always have one open and with me. My husband can tell you that I leave them all over the house and in the car. Another quick and really easy way to practice self care is to have fruit on hand that's ready to eat. Apples, bananas, peaches, and berries, they're all great. Eating fruit for snacks will add more fiber to keep our gut microbiome happy, and they're full of nutrients and vitamins to support our good health. Another quick and easy way to do self care is to add exercise snacks to our days. I know what you're thinking. What the heck is an exercise snack? They're short amounts of exercise. I use my Fitbit to remind me to move once an hour. It vibrates at the top of the hour to remind me to get up and move. I take 250 to 500 steps every hour from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. My next tip is to get outside every morning for just a few minutes to get natural daylight in our eyes. Getting natural daylight in our eyes in the morning helps to regulate our circadian rhythms so we sleep better at night. And it boosts mental clarity, focus, and energy throughout our day. Adding these quick, easy, and inexpensive activities to our days really adds up and can help us to manage our symptoms. When it comes to feeling guilty or shame or feeling like we don't deserve to take time to care for ourselves, I encourage you to think of it this way. If we don't take care of ourselves, we may not be able to take care of others. We may lose our ability to work. We may not be able to complete that degree or graduate. It's not selfish, it's investing in ourselves. So we'll be able to do all the other things that we want to do. You may have heard the saying, you can't pour from an empty cup. Neglecting our own well being can lead us to diminished ability to participate in life, to help others, and do all the things we want to do. I'd like you to carry a thought with you when you think about doing self care. I'm taking exquisite care of myself because I want to be the healthiest version of myself for those that love me and also for myself. You are worth it. Eat the most nutritious foods you can find. Exercise daily. Get the best sleep you can and practice regular mindfulness. All of these can help us to support our bodies and minds to be as healthy as possible as we travel this journey with MS. Do you have other things that you do or tips to share on self care? Please share them in the comments below. I love the community that we're building here and would love to see the comment section full of tips to help each other. And to see more on the research on how diet and lifestyle changes can help us to live well with MS, watch these videos next. And until next time, be well.